Alright, gamers, buckle up because today, we're talking about a game that has set the entire industry ablaze. Black Myth. Wukong. If you haven't heard of this game yet, where have you been? This isn't just another action RPG, it's a full-blown experience that will knock your socks off. I'm talking groundbreaking visuals, adrenaline-pumping combat, and a story that pulls from ancient Chinese mythology. So, yeah, this isn't just any game. This is the kind of game that can redefine what action RPGs are supposed to be. Look at that combat. It's like if Sekiro, Dark Souls, and Journey to the West had a baby, and then fed that baby a steady diet of pure, unfiltered awesomeness. But we're just getting started. This game has so much depth, so much going for it, that it's hard to know where to begin. Let's dive into why Black Myth Wukong is not just a contender for Game of the Year, but the game that could define the next generation of RPGs. First off, what is Black Myth Wukong? Developed by Game Science, a relatively small indie studio from China, this game is based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. You know, the legendary tale where Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, embarks on a quest for immortality, full of battles, magic, and celestial drama. But Game Science didn't just create a traditional adaptation, they took the story and said, how can we make this cooler? And trust me, they delivered. They've reimagined the tale with a dark, gritty twist, packed with mythological monsters, intense battles, and a Wukong that feels like a real force of nature. We're talking about transforming into mythical creatures, casting powerful spells, and wielding the iconic staff with deadly precision. The story isn't just there as background noise, it's central to the experience. This is an epic journey of self-discovery, redemption, and survival. Wukong's personal quest feels intense and emotional, and the challenges he faces are as much internal as they are external. And did I mention that you can transform into 72 different forms? Yeah, 72. Whether it's turning into a massive monster to fight colossal enemies, or shrinking into a bug to sneak past guards, these transformations give you a ton of ways to approach combat. It keeps the gameplay fresh and exciting, as you're always adjusting to new situations. Now, let's talk about the gameplay itself. If you're into action RPGs, Black Myth Wukong will feel familiar, but also like a breath of fresh air. The combat? Brutal, in the best way possible. Think Sekiro meets Dark Souls. Timing, parrying, and reading your enemies are absolutely key. But it's not just about hacking and slashing, you have to think strategically. And those transformations, they add another level of depth, making each battle feel unique. 1 minute, you're smashing enemies with your staff, and the next, you're flying as a bird or charging into battle as a beast. The creativity in combat is off the charts, and it keeps you on your toes. And it's not just the combat that's dynamic, the environment plays a huge role in how you fight. You can lure enemies into traps, use the terrain to your advantage, and solve environmental puzzles. The game rewards you for thinking outside the box, making every encounter feel like a unique challenge. Plus, the world is massive and full of secrets to discover, giving you tons of reasons to explore every corner of this beautifully crafted universe. Speaking of beauty, let's get into the visuals, because Black Myth Wukong is a straight-up masterpiece. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game looks absolutely stunning. The environments are rich with detail, from the dense forests to the mystical temples. It's the kind of game where you'll want to stop mid-battle just to take in the scenery. And it's not just about looking pretty, the art direction pulls heavily from traditional Chinese painting and mythology, giving the game a unique, dreamlike quality. Every creature, every landscape feels like it was ripped straight from a mythical Chinese scroll. And the dynamic weather, absolutely jaw-dropping. Storms roll in, rain-soaked battlefields change how you approach combat. And the sunsets, don't even get me started on the sunsets. You've got day-night cycles and weather patterns that actually affect gameplay, making the world feel alive. You're not just playing in this universe, you're immersed in it. Character design is another standout feature. Every enemy, every NPC has been crafted with so much love and attention to detail. Whether it's a massive, terrifying demon or a celestial being straight out of legend, the designs are unforgettable. Each character feels unique, and the animations are fluid and realistic, adding to the immersion. You'll feel every swing of Wukong's staff, every transformation, every hit. It's all so visceral and engaging. But what really elevates Black Myth Wukong beyond just being a visual and gameplay spectacle is the story. We're talking about Journey to the West here, but with a fresh, emotional twist. Sun Wukong isn't your typical hero. He's flawed, he's arrogant, and at times, he's reckless. You're not just controlling him, you're walking alongside him on this deeply personal journey of redemption and self-discovery. It's a story that resonates, full of twists and turns that will keep you hooked from start to finish. The cultural impact of this game is also massive. In a world where a lot of games draw from Western mythology, Black Myth Wukong introduces a wider audience to Chinese folklore in a way that feels authentic and respectful. It's a significant cultural achievement, bridging Eastern and Western gaming audiences with a story that feels both epic and intimate at the same time. The blend of myth and modern game design is something we don't often see on this scale, and it's one of the many reasons this game stands out. And the response from the community? Overwhelmingly positive. From fans to critics, everyone is talking about how Black Myth Wukong raises the bar for what an action RPG can be. Whether it's the challenging combat, the rich storytelling, or the stunning visuals, this game has hit all the right notes. It's sparked excitement, discussions, and a whole lot of praise across the gaming world. So, why does Black Myth Wukong deserve Game of the Year? It combines everything we love about action RPGs: tight gameplay, beautiful visuals, and an unforgettable story into one cohesive package. It's not just a game, it's a full-blown experience that redefines what we expect from the genre. With its blend of challenging combat, deep mythology, and breathtaking art design, Black Myth Wukong has set a new standard for what games can achieve. If you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor and dive in. You won't regret it.